Welcome back to the Keanu-Thon. Once again, continuing with my Keanu Reeves marathon reviews. Today I'll be talking about the 1986 film Flying, also known as Dream to Believe. I was able to watch this on YouTube, and man, this was bad. Yeah, this was rough to sit through. Um, I don't like the term cheesy. I don't really throw out the term much. But I will say, you know, this film is the definition of 80s cheese. It's pretty much a Flashdance ripoff and, not a good one. And according to Wikipedia, this was Keanu Reeves' film debut. Now, he appeared in Youngblood, but this was his film debut. And, yeah, like I said, this was bad. And, um, one you can definitely skip. But the plot of the film, I'll just read off Wikipedia. You have Robin, our main character, who is played by Olivia Diabo. She's this high school student who used to be a champion gymnast until she suffered a knee injury in the car accident which killed her father. She continues to train on her own and make her school's gymnastics team despite outside pressures from her stepfather and other gymnasts. Robin does, however, receive support from her mother and Tommy, her new boyfriend, as the crucial gymnastics meet approaches. And that's pretty much the plot. But, where to start? I mean, even the acting in this film is rough. The whole cast. I mean, there's not one character that I cared about. All right, let's break it down. You have, Olivia Diabo in the film, who I've seen her before. I know she was in, Conan the Destroyer. She was the princess. She would go on to be in Point of No Return and Wayne's World 2. And, yeah, even her acting in this film is rough. I didn't really care for her character. The stuff that she went through and it's just a lot of times bad acting. I mean, you got scenes like in the beginning of the film where she goes into this warehouse and there's this cop, like this character who's a cop, and he's watching like in the shadows. And then when she starts like dancing around in this warehouse, he comes out and he's like, yeah, do it, you got it. And, some bad music in there. But, yeah, I didn't really care for her character. You have Keanu Reeves in the film, who is the boyfriend Tommy, which he's not in the film too much, but even then, like Keanu, this is early Keanu, this is before Bill and Ted, so, his acting is not that good in this film, as the boyfriend Tommy. But, the rest of the cast, I recognize one actress, Jessica Steen. I recognized her. She would go on to be in films like Armageddon. Let's see what else here. I'm looking at her filmography on Wikipedia. Okay, that's TV shows. Yeah, she was in Trial and Error. She went on to be in, like Armageddon later on. And I know she's done a lot of TV shows too. But, she's in the film for a little bit. You have Sean McCann as the stepfather, who I recognize. He was some films like, Tommy Boy and Iron Eagle 4. But yeah, he's a stepfather, but it's just the cast overall, you just don't really care for these characters. The film is an hour and a half, but again, it's just the film overall, it's just, you don't really care for. And while there is one or two songs in the film that they're okay, but there's a lot of songs, used in this film that is just bad. And It's like there's this one song, "Flying High" or something like that. I'm like, really? Like, please stop. You're making my ears bleed. But yeah, I mean, and it feels like a TV movie. That's the thing, that this film like it was released in theaters. Or okay, here's a little information about this movie. Filming took place from October '84 until December '84. Cynthia Rhodes reportedly served as a dance double for Olivia Diabo. The film was first screened at a film festival that year. It was released theatrically in its native Canada on September 12th, 1986. Sometime after its theatrical release, it was released on video in the United States by Cinema Group Video. The movie is assumed to be public domain, as it has been released on VHS and DVD several times from different distributors since then. And it's funny because the people who distributed the film is Golden Harvest. Yeah, the same company that did some Bruce Lee movies and, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So they had a hand in this movie, which is weird. But it's like, how did this... It just, like, the way it's made, it's very like it feels very like much like a TV movie. But I'm trying to figure out what else to add to this. I mean, okay, we could talk about Paul Lynch, the guy who directed this film. He would go on to direct, let's see, Bullies, which I've never heard of, No Contest 2, The Keeper from 2004, starring Dennis Hopper, which I've never heard of. So, television, he did some stuff. Okay, it seems like this guy has done more television series. Like, according to Wikipedia, he's worked on Xena Warrior Princess, The Outer Limits, FX the series. So he has done a lot more television, but yeah, and it just feels like it. I mean, you can definitely tell it just has that TV movie, quality to it. And let's see, it's written by John Shepard. And I can't click on his name there, so I'm going to try IMDb. But, okay, John Shepard, he'd go on to write, so a lot of episodes of MacGyver this guy wrote. He also wrote episodes for FX the series and some other stuff. So yeah, I mean, and like I said, that's why it definitely feels like something that you would see on TV. But yeah, this one is just overall, because I don't know what else to add to the film, it's just one that you can skip. It's a bad movie. The acting is rough. There's a lot of songs in this film that is cringy and cheesy, and especially that one song where it's flying high or something like that. And there's one or two songs here and there that's okay, but there's a lot of songs in this film, it's like, it makes you want to pull your ears off or something. But again, the acting is not that great. The characters I didn't really care for. The direction was poor. And it's just, like I said, just a bad Flashdance ripoff, piece of 80s cheese. And again, I don't like using that term. I don't like, throwing out that word a lot, but this movie I can definitely put into that category if I had to use that term. But so yeah, I mean, I don't know what's to add. I mean, I say skip this movie. But again, for the Keanu Marathon, wanted to give it a watch. So that's my quick review of Flying, also known as Dream to Believe. So yeah, this is one you can skip. But thank you for watching and have a good day.